is she still doing out there? ICUP. Spell ICUP, Austin.
No. ICUP. Funny Rainbows. I don't know why the Funny Rainbows follow-up.
Yeah. I always thought that part of the joke wasn't funny.
It's not a joke. That's the confusing part.
Yeah.
Like, why say Funny Rainbows? Why not?
Or like funny colors.
Oh, Funny Colors. That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah. Spell ICUP and say...
Funny Colors.
Yeah.
Wow, we got him.
Hey, Austin,
we got him good.
Say sofa and then say king.
Sofa King.
Nice.
Say Sofa King good.
Yeah. I don't swear, Austin.
Not on purpose.
Yeah.
But you're gonna get tricked eventually.
Oh, I guess if I'm saying sofa king. Good. Then it's fine.
Sofa King good.
Then it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. You just gotta intonate the correct way.
Do you think so? Say, for example, you're on something that you're not allowed to swear, like something that is for say children,
babies.
Babies. Do you think you'd be allowed to say that?
Say what exactly, Jamie?
Sofa king. Because I mean,
as a baby,
what? like so say you're on like a television show that it's rated G. It's a
rated G. Do they make rated G content anymore?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Wait. I think PG is the new name of the game.
You think everything on TV is PG?
For the most part, yeah. PG is
so like kid shows are all PG.
For the most part, yeah.
I don't think that's true.
It's like, well, PG means parental guidance advised or something like that. So that's such a broad term that, like, SpongeBob was PG, for example.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
It was G.
No, it wasn't.
It was G.
No, I don't believe you.
Yeah.
I say lies.
Because SpongeBob didn't swear or anything. I think that's the tipping point.
Dude, PG, you don't... No,
PG
there's no swearing
swear.
in PG movies.
Yeah, there is.
No, there isn't. Not anymore. There was 20 years ago, but not anymore, Jamie. There's no way PG allows swearing anymore.
Well, they get away
I will swear on my coffin.
They get away with, like, damn and, like, ass and stuff. Whereas, like, stuff that's G doesn't say anything.
Only
like
if
that.
it's anatomically correct.
Yeah.
Oh, you just kicked me in my ass.
Yeah. But they can't call someone.
Yeah, they can't call someone an ass.
That's PG-13 material right there. Yeah. I don't know. I think...
No, dude, those things are only getting more and more strict.
Like TV ratings?
Yeah, dude, everything's more strict. Anything for kids isn't fun anymore. It's all debauchery.
Yeah.
It's all ruined.
Yeah.
It's meandered. Mangled.
Yeah. I want to watch a 14-plus episode of SpongeBob where he's just like, God damn it, Squidward. That'd be great.
Say, Sandy, are we gonna get squirrely in bed or what?
Yeah, that would still be 14, I think.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
No, it'd be like they're drinking, and then like Sandy would just be like, "Dude, SpongeBob, fuck me."
Yeah. He goes to the Krusty Krab for a pint.
And then on his break, he smokes. And he goes out and smokes a cigarette.
Yeah. He has like kelp cigarettes.
Patrick is finally what it's heavily implied he is. You know, he's outside smoking weed.
Yes.
When he goes to parties, he does coke.
Yes, SpongeBob. Yeah. Yeah. I guess.
Actually, you know what? No, Patrick's definitely more of an M kind of guy.
Yeah.
Just hitting up M at parties.
Yeah. He does Molly. He does, he smokes weed for sure. He's just very, very burnt out, that guy.
And he likes to do both at once because it mellows him out, you know?
Yeah. And that's why he can't really hold a job either, I don't think.
Yeah. He's still unemployed.
Yeah. Yeah, what is I guess I was about to say, like, how does he pay his bills? But I guess he just lives under a rock.
Jamie, you're assuming that there's a functioning government
SpongeBob?
underwater. Now, there is, because there's police.
And there's
for
a
there
king.
to be police, there has to be a government paying for those police.
Yeah, and there's a king.
Yeah. So
the movie had Neptune.
Yeah, so my assumption would be that he gets an exemption, or his family has lived under that rock for millennia.
He's on he's on welfare or something.
Well, or his parents have just had that rock forever, so he just
it's
lives at the
inherited.
rock. Yeah.
Inherited to him.
His dad lived there. His granddad.
Yeah, that's true. I guess he's getting his there's like
the mortgage is paid off.
Yeah, I guess that probably is what's up then. Well, okay, this is dumb. Or I really don't like this, but they're making a Patrick show, like a spin-off show. and he wears a shirt in it.
Weren't you the one I was talking to about where the creator of SpongeBob who died? His number one rule was, I'm never going to make any spin-offs of SpongeBob. And the moment he dies, within 2 years, they create spin-offs.
I don't think we were talking about that, but yeah, that's...
Okay, I was talking to somebody about that. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah, that's awful.
It doesn't take long.
Yeah.
The creator dies, all the ideas and brilliance, and then they go, you know what, let's just, everything he said, his golden rules.
Just piss on his grave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do what else is gold? Piss.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I don't know. I didn't know that, but that's even worse. Yeah. So they're just disrespecting him, and Patrick wears a shirt now. Like, that's stupid.
Oh, you know what? Even just in general, it's the whole, idea of okay, I will say there's an interesting thing I've noticed about the modern day when it comes to video and archiving or creative content is how do you manage people using you post-mortem?
Yeah.
Because, okay, so here's a great example, okay? Because I watch a lot of fitness stuff, and there's some guy, I had no idea who he was. I just see him because now my whole front page is just determined by Google algorithms, right?
Or Arnold Schwarzenegger?
No.
I'm just kidding.
Have you heard of Arnold?
Yeah, you never...
But yeah, now everything's Google algorithms, so I get all these random things, right, that I don't watch, but they keep feeding it to me because they think, oh, you like fitness, you're going to like this.
Yeah.
But there's this one guy who passed away 5 years ago, and now there's YouTube channels that just make meme videos.
Yeah.
And they only use this one person who's dead, and they make money off of it and make memes.
Wow.
Now, I kind of think, is that in good faith, even if you liked them, to make money off of clips of someone who's passed away, and you're modifying their content that they created?
Yeah. Well, it's like...
I feel like that's weird to me.
Yeah. Well, it's... Yeah, when people own the estate of someone, like... And that's a thing for music too, like record companies when an artist dies and they just
actually, Jamie, they're big enough that they have an estate. I'm just talking about someone just casually, like let's say we're real neighbors. Okay, we pass away. We have one super fan for reasons unknown.
Yeah, don't know why.
It's beyond our understanding. But
yeah.
They take our content and they modify it and make money off of it after we're dead. Mm-hmm. We both die in like a terrible train crash or something.
Yeah. At two separate occasions, like I go first, I take a train somewhere, it happens, and somehow you also get on a different train.
Yeah, what happened is you pass away first, I mourn you, and then I travel back to where I live on a train, and I die on that train.
In the same way, yeah. Yeah, that...
And then someone takes us post-mortem and manipulates the stuff we made.
Yeah.
That to me... I feel like that's not good. I feel like that's bad. This is just my cursory thoughts from last week.
What do I care? I'm dead, though. No, I'm just kidding. I get why that. Yeah, that's kind of fucked. Like that's a moral issue for sure. But also, how are they modifying it? Like in what way?
Oh, they're just making it memes. Like this. Taking just any footage and
just little
adding
clips,
strobe lights and text and all this. Just memes, bullshit, right?
Yeah.
And you kind of think, obviously they passed away 5 years ago, so they have no say in it. So their content is just constantly being adjusted. And not only that, the thing I don't like is when you make money off of that.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's weird to me. But
well, what's worse than that, though, at least when people are putting edits over these videos, at least they're putting some effort into it. What I don't like is there's people who just commentate on videos, and some of them are so lazy. The way they're commentating.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about the fatigue of reactions.
Yeah,
reaction videos.
I've seen a lot where there's food reaction videos and stuff, and it's pretty much these already like basically people are making these like preparing food videos that are already popular in their own right, and then people just take these clips and watch them, and the whole time they're just like, oh, that looks good. And then they're just like letting the video play out, pretty much making like the most basic commentary on it. And then they're getting tons of views because people are kind of just watching the original footage and they're making money off it. Like I've seen that so many times.
Now, keep in mind, though, that the reason that doesn't bother me very much is because I've already accepted that the world is not fair.
Yeah.
Like when you really think about it, back in the day, if you wanted to make anything that people make on YouTube now, it took a shitload of work. You needed like a 35 mil tape. You needed a camera. Like everything was done with analog. There wasn't editing software. Yeah. That was fucking brutal. Then when you really think about that, then you like work your ass off 90 hours a week for 30 years. You're a director. And then you go on YouTube and there's these people making videos in like every day or two
Yeah.
of just some random bullshit. Like I visited Japan.
Yeah.
From their perspective, I could see why they'd go, "That's fucking lazy."
Yeah.
Now we're just kind of one step down in a generation.
It's even
shitting on the really shitty content.
It's even
you know?
lazier, yeah. Well, again, because I would still argue, even if someone's making some like travel vlog where they're filming themselves in Japan, at least they're putting some effort. I'm just, some of the reactions they're very lazy.
Yeah,
it seems like it's unnecessary to even say. They're just like, that looks good. I've never actually tried that.
I know. You know what?
It's like, okay, what are people gaining from watching this person's input over this video?
I think it's psychological.
Like-
I think I do think in the grand scheme of things it's not very healthy. I think it gives you the sense of you're in a friend group, but you're not a part of it.
Yeah.
You know, like if there's a group of 4 people you're watching, you're number 5 somehow and you're sitting there in the same room.
Yeah.
And I will say that I do like that feeling. I watch content like that and
I
I
wouldn't
like
say that's unhealthy per se.
But I think it's only unhealthy if you're like, so like let's say we're in like this situation we are now where you can't really socialize much and see people.
Yeah.
I definitely view it as you just need to constantly keep engaging people and get out there and keep meeting people and making friends instead of being comfortable.
Yeah.
I think it's not good to be too comfortable.
Right. Well, I mean, obviously, if someone, that's just a issue in its own right. If someone just doesn't meet people or do anything, I mean, obviously, people can have a healthy balance of enjoying entertainment and still seeing people.
Yeah, because I've seen a lot of those people saying shit like, you know, I love watching this stuff because humans are terrible people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'd never leave my house because everybody sucks.
Yeah. Well, that's just a problem in its own right.
I don't buy that shit. That whole like that super nihilistic. Everybody sucks. No,
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't believe that for a second.
I don't know, man. Prove it. Prove to me that people don't suck.
You know what, Jamie? Later tonight, 10 p.m. in -12.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk by somebody and I'm gonna say high five and put my hand up. And
Yeah.
if they high five me, you're wrong about everything.
All right. We'll see. You'll probably get stabbed.
High five, man.
Yeah.
And that's how I really die.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, but then I'll probably go the same way
And then
in a week or two.
no, you get stabbed shortly afterwards.
Yeah.
Because you're in the middle of being in shock, like, oh my God, you just got stabbed, and then he comes up and stabs you.
In your honor, even if I survive my stab wound, then later in your honor, I will say, I remember he tried to show me that the world was good. So I will try one more time and ask someone for a high five, and then I too will be stabbed.
I will be open-minded like he was.
And then I'll get stabbed.
I want to believe in people. High five.
Then I get shot.
Gun down.
Yeah.
They don't like the way you're approaching them.
Yeah. Like, it was self-defense. I thought the guy was going to hit me. He had his hand raised.
He was looking at me. He was making eye contact. He was fidgeting his hand around in his pocket.
Yeah. Looked like he was going to smack me.
Looked like he had a knife or something.
Yeah. That'd be a way to go.
Nah, there could be worse ways to go. I'll take it.
Yeah. Did you know if you stab someone in the winter, steam comes from the wound?
It has to be pretty damn cold.
Yeah. But like apparently that
I mean, I
happens.
do believe that because guess what, Jamie? Steam comes out of your mouth when you breathe.
Yeah, yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
I used to love that just like when I was younger. I'm just like, I'm smoking.
I know, role playing.
Yeah. Or
LARPing.
I'm a dragon. Yeah.
Do you remember the days when
cool.
the most mundane life things were still entertaining?
Yeah.
Like
That's
breathing cold air.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually recall the first time I really gave it attention. I was waiting for the bus and I noticed my breath. I was like, whoa. I remember even talking to my mom about it. I was like, what is that? And then she was like, yeah, that happens when it's cold. I actually remember having like
that experience,
the first realization that happens. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Pretty crazy memory. I don't know. I feel like anything, again, I've said this many times, but anything I remember when I lived in Petrolia, I know I was like very young. I was under 7. I would have been like
That's pretty good.
5 or 6.
I only have distinct memories of being 6. Anything before that, it starts to cut off. I got like little blips, but
Yeah. I remember.
I only remember 6 because I moved to Sarnia.
Yeah.
So that was notable at the time.
Yeah, exactly. Moving almost like makes your memories more like solidify more because you have like a point of reference of when it was different.
And not only that, we drove. We drove from BC to Sarnia when I was
Yeah,
6.
I forgot so you were born in BC.
Born in Toronto.
Okay.
Then when I was less than a year old, we flew to BC and I lived there for 5 years.
Okay.
And then we drove back. Took 3 days. So I remember a bit of the drive, and I remember we got here, and I remember we lived with my cousins for like a couple, like maybe even a month. I can't remember now, but yeah, crazy times, man, crazy times.
Yeah.
But so it's nice because I do have those very specific memories because of that was special in my mind.
Yeah. Something kind of, I guess, on the topic of like nostalgia. I remember I actually just saw a post about Skrillex. Someone, so I was looking at
Is Skrillex still around?
I doubt it. I don't know, but there was it was a Twitter page. It was called Obama era right wing memes, because it was kind of like ironic. Like it's like those like
That's a lot.
it was like Obama's the Antichrist, like those kind of memes.
Yeah,
and it was
yeah.
like it was a page that exclusively posted stuff like that, and it was actually really funny, like looking through it, because it was all this just really over the top, like Obama's the devil, like stuff like that.
Yeah,
But they're all like actually from like 2014 and stuff. But anyway, on that page they posted a random picture of Skrillex. It was like a joke making fun of Skrillex. I was like, man, I haven't thought about Skrillex in a long time. So
I still remember when he was new wave. He felt very, modern.
Yeah.
Like, wow, this is the new music now.
yeah. Well, yeah. Well, that got me thinking. So I was with my sister, and I was like, "Do you know who Skrillex is?" And she was like, "No." And so I realized just how small of a blip that trend was, dubstep. I realized that it kind of came. I remember in high school it was really popular for about 3-4 years.
Yeah.
And then it just sort of disappeared.
4 years. Yeah. Who was the other big one? Not as big as Skrillex. There's the other guy. He wore the mouse head.
Dead Mouse.
Yeah, Dead Mouse. Yeah.
Yeah. I used to kind of have a phase where I kind of liked some dubstep.
You
ashamedly,
liked,
I used to like Dead Mouse too.
You liked the aesthetics. I remember you having. I don't know if you had clothing or something, but you had something that with like Dead Mouse on it somehow.
Yeah. I used to like Dead Mouse, but
I think you just liked the head.
I did
the head thing. Yeah.
I liked the music too. I honestly, there's a couple songs I would still say are pretty good. Raise Your Weapon by Dead Mouse. I still think that's a cool song.
Dude, I don't know any of the names.
Yeah, I think that's a cool song. But
I was there. I heard it, but
Yeah.
I wasn't going home running onto LimeWire going, how do I get the latest tunes?
Yeah. But anyway, it just blew my mind that was such a blip. Like that trend didn't last long, because my sister's 15, and I asked her, I was like, do you know what dubstep is? She was like, no. Like, wow. Like
I know.
I'm actually it's weird, like that you would think, I don't know, I assumed people still knew what it was, but it literally is not popular anymore.
And you can never fault the innocence of youth. If you ask someone who's younger, they can't bullshit you, because they're just like, nah, I just wasn't around at the time.
Never heard it. Yeah. So I looked up Skrillex, Scary Monsters and Nice Sprites, which was his biggest song. And
I know the song. I don't know exactly. If you put it on for like 5 seconds, I would know the song.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much how it sounds. But that was definitely the biggest dubstep song. But all of the comments were people saying, this reminds me of when I was in high school, and it was all just, this is very nostalgic. All the comments said that. And I was like, it's just funny that it was such a blip that everyone in the comments is just pointing out that it was such a small fad.
Jimmy, I can feel you wearing away as you're outside smoking a cigarette, looking at the comments, going like,
the good old days.
Yeah. I'm getting worn out.
Yeah. Honestly, I do remember kind of having a phase where I liked it, but yeah.
We had a lot of really lame phases, man.
Yeah.
We had the metalcore. Metalcore was so big.
Metalcore and dubstep to me it's in a similar vein, because
I really feel like though that metalcore was never as big as dubstep, but dubstep died way harder than metalcore did. Metalcore still has
there's still a fan base.
They're still around. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there still is fans of dubstep. Like EDM festivals, I think, still play dubstep kind of
Here and there.
Yeah.
I will say this. I never, like when you said Skrillex, I haven't heard the name Skrillex. And
No.
I can't even remember the last time I thought about Skrillex. So like
Yeah.
they're definitely not prominent.
No. I used to listen to another one, Bass Nectar, I think.
Bass Nectar.
I
Interesting.
I looked that up today too, just because I just remembered dubstep all of a sudden. I was like, man, like this is such a doesn't really age well. Like I put it off my sister just as a joke, and I could tell she was like, "What is this?" Because again, so I don't know, very just of its time. Like it just very brief.
Man, I will say this is I feel like our whole generation, and actually just want to you know what, I would say the last 20 years, the entire summary of it to me is just boredom. We're just like the generation of we're bored. We don't have any like significant wars to fight. We
Yeah.
don't have any, you know, like crazy, like, you know, like a lot of the songs, like, you know, like when I was listening to, just to throw an obvious one, for example, like Pink Floyd The Wall is about his dad in World War II.
Yeah.
It's like, what are we singing about? You know?
Yeah. Drugs.
Yeah, my parents sucked. Or
drugs and
my
hookers.
my city doesn't have recycling. You know, like
Yeah.
I do feel that the last 20, like I would say for the most part, there's been some great tunes and stuff like that. There's no
Yeah.
doubt, but for the most part, I think our music is just pretty bored.
Yeah.
We're just
yeah.
bored.
Well, again, like there's some music that is intentionally meaningful, and they work on the lyrics. And there is music that people make purely for fun, which again, I would say a lot of electronic music without the electronic music that doesn't have a lot of lyrics. Typically, it's just made for entertainment. Obviously, they're not like trying to make a big stance. So, but
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't know. And I guess, but
And
even
it's not.
technically
Yeah, and you are right. It's not like everything has to be
meaningful.
very intense.
Yeah.
And but
I do definitely appreciate when things are, but
yeah, but it really does show a very special pocket in time, like that kind of music.
yeah.
Because you think, wow, that was a very special moment in a lot of ways.
I would like to
But-
picture a dubstep song about his dad being in the war.
World War III, and it's like
It's just
afterwards, like
gunshots. It's like wham, 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 wham.
or just like it's like modern pop, but it's about World War III.
Yeah.
just like
Yeah,
about how like you know like all you like both your brothers and one of your sisters died in the war, and it's just like some ridiculous
they're
like
just
pop song.
they're sampling like speeches at like veteran stuff, like Remembrance Day speeches and stuff, and then they're just sampling it, and then every now and then the beat drops again. That'd be good.
That just really generic drum sound.
Oh yeah. Wait, what song is that? That sounds
Dude,
like a real song.
Yeah, it does. Do you know why? 'Cause it's just a really
Oh wait, no, that's by Cream.
now
I was
now
thinking
you're
of.
just doing Sunshine of Your Love.
No, yeah, I was thinking
That's-
of Cream. That
Yeah.
song. Yeah, okay.
Sunshine of Your Love.
Right, that's it. Yeah,
That's
that's what it sounded like you were doing.
Now I forgot what I did because you overrode it with an actual song.
Yeah,
I was just going for a very generic sounding song.
yeah. Which I don't. Yeah, not trying to say that song's generic or anything.
Cream is just the whole band's just full of bitches.
Yeah, Cream is as boring as it gets. No,
Just bland milk toast.
yeah. Just no creativity there at all. A bunch of hacks.
Cream, more like expired cream,
Cream, more like milk.
more like yucky. You're getting a kick out of that, eh?
Oh man. Yeah. That's yeah. Fuck Cream.
Yeah, everybody write that down.
Yeah.
That's the end of the rant.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this music generation, we're struggling. Cream is just dog shit.
Fuck Cream.
In particular,
It's all about Skrillex.
I actually would not, dude. I feel like, I don't know, man. I feel like it would be impossible to make. Like, yeah, like if World War III happened, like with the way music is just developed and produced right now, I don't see how it could possibly feel genuine.
Yeah.
I know that. I mean, I know that's closed-minded of me, but
Well, I think there's a lot of rap and hip hop that takes on serious topics. So I think people could still, but I mean,
yeah, maybe only. I think at this point, it's actually crazy for me to say, but I'm not huge on rap, but I do feel It is the most soulful genre right now.
Currently,
because everything
yeah.
else is just not hitting for me.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Because like, yeah, I can see Kendrick writing a pretty
Oh yeah, writing some. Oh dude,
emotional
like I
song
freaking
about it.
I love to Pimp a Butterfly, man.
Yeah. So
It's
yeah,
my it's the only like rap album I have in my library, and I still listen to it sometimes
it is good.
because to me, I've already said it before, but to me, it's a genre breaker.
Yeah.
It goes beyond rap. It's
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's pretty amazing.
It is. Yeah. What year did that come out now? It's been a while.
2015. And do you know how you're always gonna remember that, Jamie? The Black or the Berry. I'm the biggest hypocrite of 2015.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's weird that I thought it came earlier because. Oh, excuse me. I know in high school I knew someone who told me to check out Kendrick Lamar, but I guess that must have been before To Pimp a Butterfly.
He had one or two albums. before
Might have
that.
been Good Kid, Mad City. Was that one older?
Yeah, that's the one with the Eiffel Tower one or whatever.
Yeah. So maybe my friend was telling me to listen to that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's been around for a while, but yeah, I don't even know if To Pimp a Butterfly was his biggest biggest breakout.
I think it was. Or Damn. Damn was pretty big.
Yeah. So, but I think like in terms of albums, that was a very good album. Mm-hmm. But you know what, man? I listened to like there's this guy on YouTube. His name's Rick Beato. Mm-hmm. And he's like a bit of an older producer guy. And actually, I do appreciate that he's very open-minded about music.
Yeah.
Because he does give a lot of music right now a fair chance. But he does like a thing where he listens to like the Spotify top 10. Mm-hmm. And he's a musician, right? So he just he learns the chords like right on the spot and goes, oh, I like how they went from the 1 to the 4 there and stuff like that. Or I like how they went to the minor 4.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But like he figures out the songs in 30 seconds.
Oh,
Kind of
yeah?
thing, right? Yeah.
Wow.
And but it really shows how like all the songs, like the chord structures, all of it is very similar. Mm-hmm. It's almost all the same now. They're all just
Yeah. I actually I watched a video. Sorry, yeah, I watched a video. Basically, it was talking about how most pop music is in the same key, and they showed that there's like a the video I watched demonstrated on a piano.
Yep.
And again, I wish I knew more of what I was saying so I could be more specific, but this is just the gist. I'm very very condensed version of it. But yeah, basically it showed that it was like the way like every other note on a piano, it was basically the same kind of chord progression, but it showed that like all pop music or most modern pop music, it uses these exact like chords basically. And it was crazy because he demonstrated it with so many different songs. It was like Katy Perry,
And do you know why, Jamie? Do you know why?
yeah,
I was just double checking it because I did forget his name.
yeah,
But it's all because of there's a guy in Sweden named Max Martin. Mm-hmm. Okay, and if you didn't know,
I've heard of him. Yeah.
Max Martin pretty much produces and writes everything, and I mean he did a lot of writing for Britney Spears,
Yeah,
Taylor Swift, Katy Perry, Selena Gomez. I don't know. Think of any big artist that currently is prominent and exists. Oh, Ariana Grande. Like just
Justin
any,
Bieber probably too.
Yeah,
right?
like think of any big artist.
Yeah.
He has worked with them at least once.
Yeah.
At least, and sometimes he does multiple songs or entire albums.
Yeah.
And he's basically the entire backbone of modern music.
Right.
If like there's someone, like as you said, like, T Swift going, I'm feeling musically burnt out, Max Martin help me.
Yeah.
He can guarantee a good product every single time in terms of he can get revenue.
Yeah.
Right.
He churns out the hits.
And I know, and I don't know, we've talked about music a lot, but to me, it's like all this music now, I'm like, to me, it doesn't really mean much to me.
Yeah.
I listen to it and I go, okay.
Well, yeah, I'm not a big
You had
fan
a breakup.
of the easy listening pop music, really. Never really been a big fan.
I like being surprised.
Yeah.
I love being surprised in terms of, like hearing a chord that kind of catches me off guard.
Yeah.
And, stuff like that. Because I will say this, pop music never surprises me.
Yeah.
I'm never listening to it and going, whoa, what was that?
Yeah, I agree to an extent. There's definitely exceptions. I mean, every now and then I hear a pop song where it's catchy in a way that I kind of figure it is unique in its own way.
Yeah.
Every now and then something.
You know what?
catches me.
I will say, I do like Joji.
I
That's
like
my
Joji.
guilty pleasure.
I like Joji,
I
yeah.
like Joji. Joji's pretty good.
Yeah.
If only he could sing live. He can't sing live, so
Yeah, I've watched him live before too.
he can't sing.
Yeah.
That's the unfortunate reality. But and
I don't know if it was that awful. Like I watched him kind of DJ and he was singing a bit, and the
well,
one,
like all the songs he sings, he can't hit the notes. That's the problem because he
Yeah.
damaged his throat so much doing Filthy Frank.
oh right, yeah,
Yeah, so he can't sing like
because
objectively.
he talked like this, or like I can't.
Yeah,
even do it.
he talks fine. He just like like the song Run.
Yeah,
He can't sing that.
Right.
He can't. 100%. He can't hit those notes.
yeah.
So
No, yeah, he did damage his vocal cords. I've heard that
Yeah.
from the Filthy Frank voice. Yeah,
it's unfortunate, man. But and also that goes to the whole thing of one of the reasons I don't really care to see live music much anymore is because it's very rare that the product represents the artist now.
yeah.
Well, back in the day, if you heard a band like I think actually Chris Cornell was one of the last ones. Like the '90s, mid '90s when autotune was starting to come out.
yeah,
He was legit.
Yeah.
And if you saw him live, you'd be like, "Holy shit!"
Well,
He sounds just like the records.
yeah.
You know?
There's definitely still artists out there that sound really great live, though. I think. I would say the Strokes sound great live. I've been watching their live footage. Mac,
Oh, recently, eh?
yeah, Mac DeMarco sounds good live, I think.
Oh yeah, Mac DeMarco. Yeah, I almost went to go see him, and I tried to convince you to come, but I was too
Yeah.
busy at the time.
Yeah.
That at the what was it called? The one of the halls in Toronto.
Yeah.
I forget which one, but I think it was Roy Thompson or something he was showing up to.
Would have been cool because I've watched a lot of live footage
And
of
he
his.
and we
it's-
could have
it's
gone
good.
to his 18+ show, right? And I think he actually strips naked. He
I
sings
know.
like his one song, Still Together.
Yeah.
And he's like singing like the Together.
Yeah.
And while he's doing that, he's like taking his clothes
Yeah.
off until he's butt naked.
I've heard he gets pretty crazy at some of his shows.
He's apparently a pretty wild dude.
Yeah.
So
No, that would have been fun, but I don't know.
that would have been an experience, man.
Yeah.
I would have been uncomfortable, but I
Yeah.
would have just embraced that moment. I
Yeah.
would have tried my best, you know?
Yeah. You don't see that every day.
Exactly. It's not every day you see Mac DeMarco naked on stage
Yeah.
belting it out.
Yeah. He's just very, very vulnerable up there.
And dude, there's going to be a day maybe one day he's going to turn 35 and go, I don't want to be naked anymore.
Yeah.
And that'll be the end of it. And then everybody's going to be people. If Mac DeMarco becomes the next U2, then people will be going up and saying, I saw Mac DeMarco's penis.
Yeah. How
I have a picture of Mac DeMarco's penis on my phone.
how old is he now? I'm just looking
He's
that
probably
up.
he's probably 30.
He is 31 now.
31. Nice.
Wow. Okay.
Everybody gets older, buddy.
Yeah, it's crazy because it's funny how different he looks too. I mean, I guess that's the most obvious thing you can say as people age, but like when he started kind of making music and doing interviews, his early ones, he was like a skinny kid. Like it's just weird how different he looks now.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah, I guess that was, he would have only been like 22
yeah,
when he was starting to get big.
yeah.
So, hey, man, no, he's getting older. What can you do?
Speaking of getting older, Bob Saget, you heard he
Yeah,
died.
I heard about him.
Do you know what's like again?
Was there a cause of death? I didn't look into it.
I don't know. I think it's undetermined right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was only 65.
Yeah, I know. But the thing about that, like, I mean, obviously it's sad, but there's not much I really watched that involved Bob Saget. So that one didn't hit super hard.
I didn't know him too well, but I knew his name because he is very famous.
Yeah, exactly. I knew he was in Full House. I've never seen Full House. So there
you go. That's a
the thing. I was talking with my friend Toll, and he said apparently he used to host America's Funniest Home Videos.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
Dude,
But-
I wish I was able to watch that shit when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I didn't have cable, but I would go to the website. Do you remember that website, American's Funniest Home Video website?
I never went to the website.
I'd go on there to watch Weird Al's Weird Al's parody videos.
Wait, that was on America. Oh, you're thinking of Funny Junk, I think. Aren't you?
Maybe. Isn't that like, I remember two things. One, the eBay song was on Funny
Oh,
Home videos.
no.
And then the Wipeout videos. It'd just
Oh,
be like
that's
these funny Wipeout videos.
Stupid videos is what you're thinking of. Stupid videos.
Oh, that is it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But no, it was like more monotone. It was like, stupid videos.
Yeah. Okay, that's it.
Holy shit, Jamie. You just
Yeah.
reminded me. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
No. America's Funniest Home Videos was a TV show where it was like a host, and it was basically picture Tosh.0, but like before the internet.
Yeah, yeah.
People sent in home videos, and then he reviewed them.
Gotcha.
basically.
Okay, yeah, because I remember, stupid videos. There was lots of wipeout videos, which probably stemmed from that was the popular trend at the time.
Yeah, which I still love.
I loved those, man.
I still like those.
Yeah,
just
people going down on a slide and like smacking their head and doing like a couple somersaults in the air.
watching people like fall and shit. It's still funny. I like it. That never gets old.
Never gets old, man.
Yeah. So that's pretty much all America's Funniest Home Videos was too. It's just mostly it was videos of people falling or the piñata where they would just hit the person in the balls by accident. Someone would spin them around, and then you're like, "Oh, I can see what's gonna happen here." Someone's standing right next to someone with a piñata.
Dude, I do genuinely wonder who gets to decide where we're going next. It's just so interesting how our taste keeps developing, and we decide that. No, we don't like wipeout videos anymore. Now we want to watch funny music videos.
Yeah.
No. Now we want weird, funny skits.
It's the algorithm that decides for us now.
I would probably agree with that at this point.
I want to watch soap carving videos.
Dude, I will say that at this point, if there's like a video, I'm not sure if I'll like it. I watch it in incognito now because I don't want the paper trail following back to my account, so I'm getting all this stupid bullshit I don't care about.
That's smart. Yeah, because you watch something once and then it
sticks like a shit stain.
It's like, you like this, don't you?
Yeah, you watch like one cooking video.
Yeah.
And it's like it starts subtly showing up in your feed in the next hour. And you're like, God damn it, I just watched one. I only wanted to watch one.
There was
Stop it.
Yeah, it's funny too on Instagram. I have an account. I don't really post on it, but I do check it every now and then. But there was a period where I looked up a bodybuilder or something. I don't remember why I looked him up. It was I just was there was a reason I just looked up the account once, and I kind of like looked at some.
Was
posts.
it Rich Piana or something?
I don't remember who it was. It was just some random bodybuilder, and then all of a sudden, I think to this day, I still get recommended just random bodybuilding.
Harassed by random Gymshark athletes.
Yeah, it's all these just bodybuilders in my Instagram feed now, and it's almost like I'm scrolling through my feed, and then it's like I'm looking at them, so then it just keeps. I don't know how to get rid of it.
On Instagram, isn't there like a way to put something like "I'm not interested in this content"?
You probably can do that. Yeah. Yeah,
I will say because I do love I love working out. I think bodybuilding is cool, but I don't give a shit. Like I like it for me. I don't give a shit about someone else looking good as a bodybuilder.
Right.
Like, I don't need to see that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I guess some people use stuff like that for motivation too, just little brief videos of someone working out or whatever. I can see why. I can see the appeal why some people are into it, but yeah, it's like I never went out of my way to subscribe to all this like workout videos and stuff. I'm just like I pretty much just viewed it once, and now all of a sudden it's like you like this sort of thing, so now we're gonna send you tons of gym videos.
You viewed one bodybuilder?
Yeah.
We got you covered.
We got you covered, yeah.
You're gonna get jacked.
Yeah. And tattoos are another one. I just get all these posts of tattoos. It's like because I follow a page that's bad tattoos.
Yeah,
It's called Snake Pit, and it's just like really awful tattoos that are posted on it.
Yeah.
And it's pretty hilarious to look at because some of them are just so ugly. I'm like, why would someone put this on their body? But so I do follow that, but now I get recommended just tattoos also, and sometimes they intertwine. Then it's like people working out with tattoos. It's like so they sometimes just
I love my new tattoos from Cool Tattoos.
Yeah.
While I'm doing my bodybuilding workout. And then the algorithm goes like, yeah, this is Jamie's wet dream right here.
Yeah, this is Jamie's like favorite things, working out and tattoos. It's like,
Jamie, you better avoid cooking videos. You're going to be getting like tattooed people doing bodybuilding diet like foods and like the content's just going to get more and more niche and complex.
Body modification bodybuilders who diet
that run cooking Instagram pages.
Yeah.
And then Jamie, you accidentally look up a fetish or two, and that's when things start getting weird. Like you ask Jimmy, you look at one Instagram page about feet, and
even if it's an
everything
accident.
really goes down the shitter. Yeah, you click it by accident, you're like, oh shit!
It's just a bunch
Next thing you know, like these jacked female bodybuilders cooking food, and it's like, and the camera just keeps like focusing on their feet while they're cooking.
Jacked, tattooed feet.
Oops, sorry. I guess the camera slipped.
Yeah. Oh man. Honestly, yeah. Even if it's an
Eyes
accident.
up here, cameraman.
Yeah. Even if I came across stuff like that by accident, Instagram's just like, you love this.
Stop
don't you?
looking at my strong, lean, tattooed feet.
Oh man. Yeah.
Man, you know what? Okay, so I don't know what to do about Instagram because I think Instagram's pretty isolated now. But
yeah.
on YouTube, if you see content that looks risky,
Yeah.
you want to watch it, just right click it and say open it incognito.
Yeah. Just
You're
so you
gonna
don't
have
get
to watch
recommended.
ads sometimes, but you get over it.
Yeah. No, I actually have done that before where I figure I don't want to be recommended things similar. I'm like, that looks interesting, but I don't want to see tons of videos like this.
Yeah,
I've done that. I have done that before, the incognito thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you know what? I've been looking at. That's even like sometimes if I'm curious what someone's up to, like someone I used to watch.
Yeah, but then
I
you
don't want to get their content on my
Yeah.
feed. I just go on incognito and check it out.
Yeah.
I do that for. I did that like. The reason I was thinking about it because I did that like a week ago, maybe for like H3, because I was curious what
Okay.
they're up to.
Yeah, but then you don't want all the
I don't want
new
the
H3 shit.
I don't want their bullshit.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
I don't really watch them now. I used to. I mean, I don't think it's all terrible, but well. I
Oh,
don't
Jamie,
know. Is
it's
it?
way worse now.
Is it? I don't know.
It's
been a while.
way worse.
Okay.
Jamie, he's literally a drama channel now.
Yeah.
Like his entire like gimmick now is just shitting on people and like getting these psychos to run shows with them.
Yeah.
And then they predictably go psycho. And then he goes, wow, well, that's unfair. I have the moral high ground because you literally tried to gouge my eyes out because you're crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so I'm the good guy here, you know?
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. I don't know.
He's getting those ratings. That's what it's all about.
Dude, it's unfortunately that is what it's all about.
Yeah.
Jamie, I actually will say this is if I ever become wealthy and I say, Jamie, I'm moving to LA and buying a mansion.
Yeah.
I want you to literally smack me in the face.
Yeah.
and like not even that, like get me on the ground and like beat me a little bit, you know?
All right.
Like
Deal.
whatever you got to do and just like you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Do not do that.
Yeah.
And then maybe I'll get shaken out of it. I'll be like, oh,
Wait, what was I thinking?
oh God.
Not LA. Yeah. Oh, I know. LA seems like just a whole other world.
I feel like that's where you go to get completely fucked in the head.
Yeah, it's where you go to just be
Guaranteed.
delusional.
Yeah, just completely become disconnected in every way possible. No
Yeah.
association with anybody.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, you're starting to talk about all the things that nobody in the world cares about because you're in some weird bubble.
Yeah. Learn to swim. Learn to swim. Learn to swim.
Fuck L. Ron Hubbard and fuck all his clones.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what that song's about.
It should sink. LA should be sunk.
Yeah. One great big festering neon distraction.
I have a suggestion to keep you all occupied.
One time, my friend Chris, I'm not gonna say his last name, I guess. I don't know if you ever met him, or maybe you have. It's
Maybe.
yeah, but anyway, it's the one time he sang that at karaoke. It was at Two Amigos, and like
Nice casual song to sing at
Yeah.
11 p.m. on a Saturday night.
yeah, it was like a packed bar, and he just went up and sang that, and he actually he killed it too. He was like giving it his all, and I had a couple of the dad sodas, so I was feeling a little good.
Some big daddy drinks.
Yeah, some big boy drinks in me. So I remember while he was singing, I actually went up there and started like just kind of moshing around, like getting into it. So
Yeah.
I got into it, and yeah, it was a packed bar just watching.
Wow.
him go.
Meanwhile, the people in the back are going, "What the hell? We came up for a couple beers,
Yeah.
and there's someone like singing a Nima, and then there's Jamie just moshing and attacking people."
Yeah, he's like, yeah, hey, fuck all you junkies and fuck your short memories. And he's just like up there, like,
Yeah.
yeah. It was a very obnoxious song to be singing in a packed bar.
I know.
But it was good. I got into
Oh
it.
man, that's funny. I didn't expect that. This is a random anecdote to come in.
Yeah.
Point being, man, I do really believe that I feel like at the end, you have to be like Warren Buffett.
Yeah.
Warren Buffett is a billionaire, but he never left he bought a house for like $600,000, and in a decent area at the time, and he never left.
Really?
That's the house he's always lived in his entire life.
So he's a billionaire and he lives in a like $600,000 house?
Well, I mean, it's inflated now. Maybe it's like, because of the area, it's probably worth like it's probably worth like 1.5 million just because of the land it's on, right?
Yeah,
but he didn't pay that much for it, and he never left because he probably thought the same thing. He's like, dude, if I put my kids in a mansion, they're gonna be okay. Actually, you know what? Oh, okay. I got a story for everybody. Okay,
Yeah.
Keep with me. Keep on track.
Yeah.
When I was 19 or 18, I was in Toronto, and I was doing work for a guy. And his dad, I think I've already told you this, but his dad owned the one of the biggest pharma companies in the world.
Yeah.
So he was a multi-billionaire.
Pfizer?
No. I hope not. I never really asked. I was 18. I didn't really give a shit.
Yeah.
He just said, I owns like some pharma company. I was like, I don't give a fuck about pharma.
Yeah.
I'm an 18-year-old kid. I don't care about whatever pharma.
Can I buy some stocks, please?
Yeah, right? Yeah, I couldn't care less, but
Yeah.
so what he did is, okay, so this guy's a multi-billionaire, right? And you know what he does? He has 3 kids. He gives all of them a modest allowance of $1 million per year.
Yeah.
So his kids, just every year, he just gives them a $1 million stipend, and he just lets them run around and do whatever they want.
Wow.
And what's hilarious, and the most mind-blowing thing to me is I would work for this guy, and he was so socially awkward
Yeah.
that even at 18... it was palpable.
Yeah.
I was going, wow. And he was 40.
When
kinda
you're
thing.
at your most socially awkward.
I know, and I'm looking at this 40-year-old man going, man, you're not there.
Yeah, very
There's something off
disconnected.
about you. Yeah. And so what I was doing for him is I was doing like, and even my premise for being there was strange. I did some work for him, and he literally said, I have this like lakeside property, and I want to convince the neighbors that someone lives there. So he had me go there and just like put up Halloween decorations and stuff. And then I gave out candy to kids. And I just stayed the night in this random nice lakeside
what the
house.
hell?
Yeah. And then I took, and then there's barely anybody came.
Yeah.
Because they're the bigger space between the houses, less people want to walk between them to get the candy, right?
Yeah. Did you give out full-size chocolate bars?
No, but I gave out quite a bit because I had lots. So,
Like,
but
this is a rich guy. He better be giving out the good candy.
I know, right? So I took all of it,
Yeah.
and then there's tons left. So I literally filled my backpack full of chocolate. I left, and the guy gave me like $300.
Wow.
Just to like, I did like probably at a combined total of like 4 hours of work.
Wow.
It was very strange, very strange.
You stayed the night there, though?
Yeah, I stayed the night. But I mean, it wasn't that hard. There's like an 80-inch flat screen TV.
So you're paid to just chill somewhere for that.
Yeah, and it was like I had a king-size bed with an 80-inch TV. It was a pretty nice gig. I had a good time.
Yeah, that doesn't sound bad at all. In fact, I would give out candy just to stay there for the night, just to be able to stay there on my day.
Yeah, yeah.
That'd be good.
No, it was great, but it's sad though, because I do feel that wealth and his dad being so carefree about giving his kids money for no work.
Right.
You can tell that he was very disconnected from reality, and it did him no favors. And at this point, it was too late. There was no undoing that. And so I do view, having those, like that appreciation of money as having no value.
Yeah.
Like it's like a priceless thing to have. Because I'm like, I wouldn't want to be born to like a billionaire dude who's just like, use $1 million, go run around,
Yeah.
do nothing, because it doesn't matter. You're going to keep getting $1 million anyway.
Yeah.
It's like, cool. Thanks for sapping all the purpose from my life and turning me to like this awkward pterodactyl walking around.
Yeah.
It's like, hey,
Everyone else talking about like their struggles in life, and you're just like,
building up an emergency fund, and I'm like, I bought a cool car, and I didn't really like it.
So I bought another one.
I bought another one.
I heard they didn't even sell it. I just bought another one. The other one's just sitting around now.
I was dating this girl for a while, and then
Gave it to-
she said I didn't have a personality and broke up with me.
Yeah.
And she took a bunch of my money.
So I gave her $10,000 to
Just stay with me an extra month. And then I started getting too expensive.
to stay with me an extra month.
She already had 2 Gucci purses. She said she didn't need 3.
Yeah. Oh man. Side note: does this guy you were talking about, like, what if he just somehow came across this?
I mean, it wouldn't happen.
Listen to this.
Dude, as I said, the guy's disconnected. Like, he's not listening to anything.
No.
He's busy running around spending tons of money.
Yeah. How did you know this guy? I kind of missed that.
Just some weird connection. I knew a guy who knew the guy.
Okay.
And he said, "You want to work for this random guy?"
Okay.
Who's just like, his dad's super rich. And this guy just, yeah.
Weird.
But dude, I'm telling you, it's sad. It's 100% sad. So I'm like, dude, if I ever had money, if I ever became wealthy, the number one objective is to not fuck up my kids.
Yeah.
That's like priority number one.
Yeah. No, it's true. Yeah. No, I feel like any like child who was raised by, especially, I guess fame too is another one that's very can easily fuck up someone's personality. Like kids who are kind of raised in the spotlight too. I mean,
it was so intriguing watching. Like when we were growing up, it was so weird watching Jaden and Willow grow up.
Yeah,
because you would hear about them all the time, and it would just be the craziest shit.
Yeah,
you know? Making weird. Remember, like those weird music videos we'd watch with like Willow and when she was 13 or
like
something.
I whip my hair back.
Yeah, I whip my hair back and forth. It was just weird.
Yeah.
It was just so weird. Now you kind of do view it though that, man, if I was 13 and my dad was that famous and just said go wild,
yeah,
I'd be fucked up
I'm
too.
sure I'd be weird too. Yeah,
I 100% would have a lot of strange ideas because I don't have to think about anything else.
You're not worried about anything.
I don't have to worry about money. I don't have to worry about safety.
Yeah. Well, safety to an extent, I guess, because they probably have more risk.
I'm talking like, you know, they go home to their $10 million mansion with security in a, you know, gated area.
Yeah.
Like what are you really thinking about? When we were 13, there's a lot to think about, you know?
Yeah.
We were running around biking with people. Occasionally, you know, someone didn't like us, you know, or we'd do a prank that went a little too far and we'd be scared that we were going to get our ass kicked.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
We were thinking about repercussions.
Yeah. No, that's true. Actually, weird fact. Ray Romano, I don't know if you've ever seen this. Again, I know you grew up without TV, but the show Everybody Loves Raymond. You've at least heard of it, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I've also seen
Deborah.
Okay, I've actually seen the parody of Everybody Loves Raymond.
Oh, really?
I've heard someone say that before. I don't remember where, why. Okay,
Yeah.
but I've never watched the show.
Okay.
I'm assuming you've watched the show.
Oh, I've seen every episode of that show.
Really?
Just because my parents used to watch it all the time. So again, it was just one of those things. It was just on at my house all the time. So,
wow.
Yeah.
You're just instilled with that knowledge. Invaluable.
If it's on and I just kind of like, if I were to just randomly turn it on, I would be like, oh, it's this episode. Like I've seen it.
Do you know what my parents did? We only bought DVDs and VHS tapes.
Yeah.
So they would go. So if they liked a show, they'd say like my parents really liked my mom really liked Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah.
So she'd be like, guys, I bought the season 6 box set of Little House on the Prairie.
Oh wow.
And we'd be like, wow. We go downstairs and she'd put it in the DVD player and we watch the movies.
Yeah.
That's like, wow.
That's another one I think I've seen every episode too. Yeah.
Yeah. I know your mom's a huge fangirl.
Yeah. So I think she owns all the DVDs too. but anyway, like
you know what I will say. Underrated show.
It is good, yeah.
Underrated.
It is, yeah.
Pretty good. I mean, I haven't watched in like a decade, but I remember watching it and thinking this is legitimately quite good.
It holds up, yeah. Definitely, like it's convincing. It's very convincing.
You feel like you're there.
You feel like it actually is like Western, like old times. You know,
there was a full effort put into that project. 100%.
Yeah,
fully agree.
But yeah, so what I was saying about Everybody Loves Raymond. He has kids on the show. There's like he has like twins on the show and then a daughter, but he has twins in real life apparently. So I remember I always thought because I think my grandma was a big fan of the show too. I asked her, I was like, because she mentioned he has twins in real life. I was like, oh, are those his twins? And she was like, no. So apparently the reason he didn't want his kids on the show was purely because he just felt he didn't want his kids to kind of grow up in front of a camera. So
yeah, well, having no choice. That's the number one problem is having no choice. Like your life is predetermined.
Yeah,
you know.
So he just took kids whose parents were willing to exploit them.
And then he went nearby and they were like, "Do you want to exploit your twins?" And they went, "Absolutely."
Yeah, I'll give you money.
That's why we live here. We were trying to shill off our good-looking babies.
Yeah,
hoping somebody would, for the love of God, would take them in.
Exactly.
Make us some money.
Yeah. So yeah, so apparently he has kids that they never really were in the spotlight. So
Dude, did you ever watch?
He just wanted them to have privacy, I guess. So
Did you ever watch those? I actually, you probably didn't, Mike. I only did because of my mom and my sisters. But it was those kid pageants.
Oh yeah,
Those people were sociopaths.
yeah,
They were so obsessed.
yeah. Those kind
With
of
like
creep
with
me out.
making capitalizing on their children
Yeah.
and exploiting them.
Yeah, that creeps me
It
out.
was
honestly.
very disturbing. Very
Yeah.
disturbing.
Yeah,
And you can just tell that the kids are just along for the ride.
yeah.
You can't, and there's no way to really tell if they were actually passionate about it or it's just their parents pressuring them
Well,
to go do that.
I mean, it's one of those things that I don't really know. Like, obviously, I know like kids. I'm sure kids enjoy it to an extent, the same way like when parents sign kids up for anything, like a sport or dance or something. Like, I feel like the kid probably enjoys it to an extent, but I still feel that at least for like beauty pageants for kids, there's just something creepy about it. I think. I don't know.
Yeah, which kid is the best looking?
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah. Ugh. Yeah,
I don't know, man.
But like again, I'm sure there's kids who enjoy it, but it's still I don't know. It's again a kid. If you enroll a kid in anything, some of them are obviously going to enjoy it. It's just something to do, obviously. But yeah, I don't know.
But dude, it's really hard to tell if these shows really represent reality because what they do now is they just find the most messed up, very obviously dysfunctional people possible
Yeah.
and say, "Do you want to go on camera?"
Yeah. Yeah.
And the answer is always yes because they're dysfunctional, messed up people.
yeah.
They're like they find some like who was that guy on the dating show that that bigger dude? He was on that dating show. Everybody was watching and talking about him on The Bachelor or something.
Yeah.
Do you remember who I'm talking about?
No.
It was
Well,
like
I mean,
a year or two ago. I forget his name. He was he was a meme for a long time.
Yeah.
But
don't know.
anyway, it's like you could tell they put him on the show The Bachelor because he was just an idiot.
Yeah.
And they're like, let's just like put this. They view it as like it's gold. Like we just found a gold mine in this moron. Let's just abuse him and make everybody laugh at him on camera.
Yeah.
And they're just like you can tell they're licking their lips. They're just going like while they're
Yeah.
filming them. They're just like, oh my god, we're gonna make so much money.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's people love a good train wreck. So.
And he's like, the camera rolls, he goes off, and he walks up to the producer, and he says a bunch of crazy shit, and the producer says, "Yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely, get back out there.
Yeah. Oh,
We'll do whatever you want. You want a Ferrari? You want to crash it somewhere?"
that actually reminds me. You know a really great show like that, Rock of Love.
Never heard of it.
No,
Is it good? Is it actually good?
Well, like it's good in a bad way. Like it's not like it's really.
Oh, it's
stupid.
the same thing. Feeding off the misery of someone else.
Well,
or what?
it's literally The Bachelor. It's basically a type of show like that with Bret Michaels. That's it. It came out.
Two first names, huh?
It came out in 2007. Yeah, he's the guy from I believe White Snake.
Brett Michaels. Explain.
Bret Michaels. Basically, it's this guy who was in a band. I think it was White. One second, I just want to know for sure.
Let's do a quick investigation.
Yeah, wait. What was Bret Michaels in? He was in Poison, so like the '80s hair metal band Poison. And this came out.
Amazing.
This came out in 2007, and it was basically The Bachelor with like him as the star, and he's apparently super desirable, and everyone wants him. And it's just like the whole show is just ridiculous. He's just going like speed dating all these different women, but. It's just hilarious. Just this random.
And that was 2007, so the guy's like 50 years old.
Yeah, just some like washed up like old rock
He's
star.
already partied out.
Yeah.
You should have been like at least married and divorced once or twice at this point.
Oh, he definitely had been. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just a fresh young bachelor looking for a nice lady.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the hit band Poison?
Yeah, exactly. Like super washed up even by that point. Oh, yeah, because even right now, so I just looked him up. He's 58 right now. So in 2007, he would have been like.
Okay, you know what? He
in
was
his
pretty
40s.
young. He
Well,
would
in
have
his
been.
40s.
Dude, if he was in an 80s hair metal band, he must have been 20 at the time.
He was like 20 when
20
that
years
happened.
old when it started, yeah.
So he was about
super
40.
young.
He was about 40 then when.
No, like probably 44. 44.
Wait, yeah. How does math work?
Yeah, he was 44 years old.
In 2007, he would have been 44?
Yeah, 44, 43, 44.
Yeah, that was 13 years ago.
It depends on what his birthday is. So,
Right.
Jamie,
Yeah,
I've
but-
already done the math.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Just accept it.
I figured it out. But yeah, no, that's that's he would have been. I don't know. It's just again not relevant at all. So it's like very random premise for a show, but. And then they did another one too. I didn't watch like every episode of this, but I remember I was with someone and they're like, "Have you ever heard of this?" And I was like, "No." So
Jamie.
we watched like a good like 3 episodes.
Okay, Jamie. Do you know what you should ask your younger sister next?
What?
Have you ever heard of Jersey Shore?
Whoa. Yeah.
You want to feel dated again, Jamie?
I wonder if she
Bring
knows.
up. I feel like there's no way she knows what Jersey Shore was, even if it was extremely famous when we were kids.
Yeah, it's super popular, but again, who's like rewatching it, especially in her age group? Yeah.
I guarantee you. Like, I'm actually curious now, like what you would say about Jersey Shore.
Well, I'll ask her and I'll update.
Get back to me when you remember, or
Yeah.
even remember to do it at all. So
I'll remember.
maybe even if it's like 6 months from now, in the middle of the summer, you'll say, "By the way, Austin, I finally remember."
I'll try and have it ready for the next
Oh, yeah.
podcast.
You cook it up, huh?
Yeah.
Get it on the press.
Yeah.
All right, Jamie, we're out of time. How do you feel?
I feel cold.
I'm very cold too.
Cold.
I'm ready. I'm ready
alone.
to. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jamie.
It's all right.
If I wish I could be that to you, Jamie.
It's all right. It's all
I
right.
wish I could be your source of comfort.
It gets better. It gets better.
Who are you talking to, Jamie? You
Whoever
or the audience?
whoever needs it.
Very nice, Jamie.
All right.
Thanks for listening, folks.
All right. Yeah. Thanks for listening, everyone. Bye.